Hey y'all, Coach Jennifer here. Just wanted to talk to you guys real quick about what I believe baptism looks like in this age. Um, First of all, uh, for a number of years now, we've been contemplating the idea of baptizing ourselves. And I better quit scrolling for something pop up that's wrong. But and so people, I've even mentioned it on my channel that people are baptizing themselves because I want some feedback. Is this real? People baptizing themselves? Well, I ain't got no negative feedback from it. People seem to be actually baptizing themselves, and I have done it too. But I was in the shower today. Something is new for our hillbilly homestead. We've had pressurized hot water for almost a month now. So. But anyway, so the thing about it, there's a spirit of the water. That's what the baptism is for. When you go back and you read the Dead Sea Scrolls, what you find out is before the Messiah's time, even before John the Baptist's time, they were taking what they call spiritual baths or ritual baths. These spiritual baths were basically just that, where they would go in and do it. And it was a baptism. The spiritual bath was a baptism. But then we learn in another text, we're learning that. We're just now learning that. And we're also finding out that there's a spirit of the water. There's a spirit of everything. Our Father put spirits over the plants, over the animals. There's a spirit over the squirrels. There's a spirit over the deer. There's a spirit, that manages all of the mosquitoes in the world. The spirit controls them all. You read about these kind of spirits in the book of Revelation, where he's going to take control of these locusts and other creatures. But anyway, so you put all that together, right? So you got the spirit of the water. You got these spiritual baths or ritual baths, which equates to a baptism that John the Baptist came and talked about. I remember the Essenes were there. The Essenes were the one that were doing this. And that's who the Messiah hung out with, apparently. What they think. They believe he hung out with the Essenes. Definitely did hang out with the Pharisees or the Sadducees, but there were three groups. You had the Essenes as well. And the Essenes were taking spiritual baths or being baptized before even the Messiah. So when the Messiah comes on the scene, John the Baptist institutes this whole baptism thing where they're going to actually take advantage of the spirit of the water, because all the spirit of the water is doing is just cleansing you of your fleshly things like dirt. It's like washing the dirt off of you, except this ain't, visible dirt. These are sins and stains that we've picked up during the day or during, the thing. Since the last time we had this so-called ritual bath. So you put all of that together, people baptizing themselves and all of this and all of that. And so you're standing in the shower this morning and all of a sudden you just start praying. The water is going over you. And then now you start to pray that our Father will summon, that our Father will use the Spirit, will allow. I don't know what word to use there as a verb, but our Father's going to do this to this spirit of the water, which is now going to be activated onto us, and it's now going to purify us of all of our fleshly sins, the stuff we've done in the flesh. Images, just things that we're doing, even down to our thoughts. This thing is well, maybe not our thoughts, because we said fleshly stuff. This is the spirit of the water. Can it enter our thoughts? I don't know that. I ain't gonna go that far. When I read about the spirit of the water, it was what it said is that you would get in the water like a flowing stream of water. The best, cleanest stream, the better. You can get in any water would do it, but the better the water, the better. And so you have this cold spring of water, and as this water is flowing over you, I forgot what you were supposed to do. It's like the spirit of the water just did it for you. It just being in the water. And there's a spirit of the air too. Just being in the air. That's why Father tells us to go out to nature. But anyway, so that's what I think baptism look like in these days, where you're just taking a bath, right? With the added prayer for cleanliness for our Father to clean you up. And then you're able to become spiritually clean. And then, of course, all you have to do at that point is maintain, because you ain't to be played with. We can't keep, going back and doing the same stuff and say, I'm just going to take a bath every day until the end of the world. No, that ain't going to work. There's repentance involved. So, when we understand that we have sinned and have done wrong, then we take this spiritual bath, and cleanse us up. And then from then on, we try not to do any harm, try to do any more sin. Of course, we are going to, but we try not to. And then we have Passover to take care of us as a yearly booster. We don't have to get baptized every year, but we have Passover as a yearly thing. Atonement Day. Uh, relieves us of some of our pains that we would have to normally suffer by doing those charitable deeds on Atonement Day. So then after that, you put on clean clothes. That's important too, because once you take a bath and then put on clean clothes, you're what they call sanctified. That's sanctified. You heard somebody up in church talking about they sanctified and what is it? I forgot the other words that they use, but that's what sanctification is taking a bath and putting on clean clothes. You have to do that on the Sabbath day and before touch anything holy. Okay. So now the thing about it is, after you've been sanctified, if you can stay sanctified, as in you don't go be with your wife and play husband and wife games for 3 days, then you're able to touch holy things. You're able to go into, the courtyards. I ain't gonna say go into the inner court, because it gets dangerous in there. You don't want to be going in there unannounced, and you got to make sure you wash your feet before you go in there. So on the 3rd day, of course, here in today's time, we'll take a whole nother bath by then. But on the 3rd day, we really need to be washing our feet, because we could be expected. We could show up at the temple door unannounced. We could. Like, we'd be standing there like, you at the temple, and it's like, well, I want to come in. It's like, you can't. He's like, why not? Because your feet ain't clean. Like, what do you mean? Like, you better read. If you step in this temple and you ain't washed your feet, you die. You die. So on that 3rd day, every day. And that's my point of this thing. In modern day times, and this won't be the case in all of the future, but in modern day times, people wash their feet every day. It's just easy, and so you don't have to worry about timing this and water of the spirit that, and you pray, of course, every day, and pray for clean. And so that's what modern day baptism is. It's just what is it? What did he say it was again? Yeah, exactly. That's what modern day baptism is. Just basically just taking a bath, putting on clean clothes. Like, hey, don't we do that anyway? Well, okay, well then add the prayer part there. I believe that's what we're missing, is that we're standing there in the shower singing when we should be standing there in the shower praying. Maybe that's what we're missing. So with that, I'm going to let us think about it, and I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. If you got anything out of it, hit the like button. If you did, hit the dislike button. But leave us a comment either way, and shalom.